Hey, before the trip report starts, I've got some great news for everybody. I booked myself a flight on July 25th from San Diego to Atlanta, to New York, to Atlanta, back to San Diego. 2 of these flights are going to be operated by an Airbus A321. Yeah, who cares? But the other 2 flights are going to be operated by an MD-88, which is a very rare plane, and I'm sitting in the back in 35E. So definitely stay tuned for that flight. I'm very excited for it. Okay, back to the actual report. Today we're going to be continuing our trip from San Diego to Allentown with a stop in Detroit. So we've just landed at Detroit Airport, and right now we're trying to make our way to our next terminal, which is on the other side of the airport, which requires going through the very long tunnel underneath the airport's tarmac. The walk through the tunnel took only 15 minutes, but it didn't pose a big problem since we had 2 hours in the airport, and there were many places where you could buy stuff like souvenirs. Plus, I could walk around the airport and take multiple pictures of wide-body aircraft that I don't normally see at San Diego Airport. And then we finally made our way to the gate. While walking to the gate though, I passed by a 747 and I couldn't resist to take a picture, but unfortunately my iPhone focus decided to screw with me and the picture came out like this. So here we are boarding the CRJ200, which is certainly the smallest jet that I've ever flown on. I have flown on a Q200 before this, so I kind of have an idea of what a small aircraft feels like.
Laptops and portable DVD players are completely turned off and stowed. Seatbacks and tray tables in the upright and locked position.
Across the aisle there were some noisy teenagers having fun on Snapchat, so please pardon that. The 2 GE engines on this aircraft are mounted in the rear, which are very noisy. The pilot first advanced the throttle stick for engine number 1, and then shortly after for engine number 2. The flight was served by only one flight attendant, who was very nice. She provided the best service Delta could have, so she definitely left a very good impression. The coffee machine was broken on today's flight, so the only drinks that were provided were sodas and juices.
Unfortunately, our coffee maker is not working today, so I do not offer any hot coffee or hot tea. Also, we have bottled water.
After receiving a drink and playing a little bit in Infinite Flight on my iPad, we started our descent. This was a very short 40-minute flight.
Right now it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, Delta connection, thanks for flying with us at this time of the flight. Then fairly cast for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, please secure your personal items during the flight. Ensure your seatbelt is fastened securely. Return your tray tables and seat back to the upright and locked position. Also, please discontinue the use of all of your laptops and portable DVD players. They will need to be completely turned off and stowed until we reach the gate and the passenger door has been opened. I will be going through the aisle one last time to pick up all remaining beverage items in addition to any other items you would like to discard. Please look around your seat area on the floor in your seat pocket for any service items, newspapers, or magazines you would like to get rid of. Thank you so much for your help, and we'll be landing shortly.
For some reason, the CRJ has a really loud thump when the landing gear is deployed. Also, the flaps deploying sound really interesting. are in Allentown, Pennsylvania, where I'm going to be spending 24 hours to pick up my cat, and then with the cat I'm going to fly back to San Diego via Atlanta.
We hope to see you on this or another Delta connection plane in the near future. Once again, have a great day and safe travels.